Okay.
Do you know this song?
I had nothing in
He has nothing in his ears.
Oh. Oh no.
I love this song.
Me too.
honestly.
I like it too, yeah.
While I'm walking in the park, can see you in the dark.
That beautiful voice you hear is our guest, Shiran Nicholson. Let's just let it run for a sec.
I feel miserable and lost forever.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, I wonder if you could still sing.
But there's no use in faking. I'm cold as ice. As cold as ice.
It's so good. We'll get to that. How you doing, Shiran?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you're back. This one is gonna be better than the first. The first one was like 4 years ago.
You
It's in the archives.
4.5 years, yeah.
Yeah. And I was, new at doing this. We're gonna get into a little bit of everything. We're gonna focus mostly on the Knowlton, but I do want to go into the early years. And it actually starts with that song. And you were a singer. What kind of music did you perform, and what was the experience like? And how did you get into singing?
So I started more as a dancer.
Okay.
I was a hip hop dancer for events, and then progressed into DJing. And I think naturally singing I was more of a performer, and I was approached by a producer to sing these songs,
Mm-hmm.
and gave it a go.
So you were, that's where I thought you sang first, then became a DJ. So you were a DJ first. How'd you get into
I was a dancer first, then a DJ, then started singing. And when this producer approached me, it was more, okay, take singing lessons to get your chops up
Mm-hmm.
in order to be able to try to pull this off.
Yeah. So when did you get into dancing?
I think
when
I,
you were
I
young?
think I just always had rhythm and liked to dance and move. I mean, my parents celebrated a lot, and there was always a lot of music.
Yeah.
And I guess I just got it in my system and loved it. I just like to move.
Yeah. Tony wishes he had that.
I do have that.
He doesn't have that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where are you from originally?
I was born in Tunisia. I was born in Carthage.
Okay, cool. And for people that don't know where that is.
Look it up.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh. I know where it is, but I was just hoping.
It's the northernmost point of North Africa.
Yeah.
It's right across from Sicily. So Tunisia used to be a French
Colony.
Territory, yeah.
colony, and you have it's on the Mediterranean. It's a 2-hour boat ride to Italy. So there's a lot of French, a lot of Italians, a lot of Greeks, a lot of everything. It's a very cosmopolitan country.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mix is my great grandmother was Sicilian. My grandfather was French. So there's a lot of, and I have a Swiss grandfather. So it's a lot of mix.
When did you leave there?
I came here as a year old
Oh wow.
to New York City. Yeah.
Okay, and so you've been in New York City since you came to Connecticut.
I've been in New York City since I came to America.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm saying so. Connecticut was your second home, the
Yes.
third home, I guess, technically.
Yeah, moved to Connecticut maybe 13 years ago.
Okay, wow. Okay, so backtracking. So you still DJ. How did DJing come about? How did you get into DJing? You said dancing, obviously.
We didn't say this on the first one.
No.
So I was a dancer for this entertainment company.
Okay.
And one day they hand me a Creative Records and like, you're DJing this party. And I'm like, with vinyl
Mhm.
and learning how to.
Mm.
And I remember after the party, I mean, I barely knew how to set up the equipment. After the party, the client goes, "Great music, you need to learn to mix." Because I mean, mixing vinyl when you don't know what you're doing is not easy. And literally, they handed me a crate and they said, "Go DJ this party."
How do you mix vinyl? How is that? I don't even know.
There's on the turntables. There's a pitch control, so you can speed it up, slow it down, and it's as simple as that. You're not gonna got to get the song to the same speed as the other one.
Got it. Okay, so how long did you DJ for then?
I'm still DJing.
Well, obviously, but I mean, like, did you have anything in between, or have you been just DJing straight through? I know you're.
Well,
we'll get into the event planning.
I mean, for a lot of my career, emceeing events was more. I was doing more emceeing than DJing, which I love. I love emceeing an event too. Just DJing more buttons,
Yeah.
more toys.
Yeah. And where'd you go to school in New York City?
I went to private school in the city, and then out of high school, I was already working for a company, and chose not to go to college and started my company when I was 20.
Nicholson Events?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't love the way the other companies I was working with were running their businesses. It was more of a factory. It was not as a personal touch. And I had a big client approach me to do their child's bat mitzvah, and that was my motivation to go. I'm not bringing this. It was a big client into these other companies. I'm going to use this to start my company.
Mm. How old were you then?
20.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, that kind of answered how you got into event planning, because I was going to ask you that. But I also saw that you were a stuntman.
Where did you see?
I'm not sure if that's your IMDb, but I saw it. You have an IMDb, no?
Maybe.
Yes, he does.
I'm pretty sure it says on your YouTube channel too. I think it says
So-
Stuntman in the bio.
So you were in a couple films.
So I did. I was lucky enough to meet a pretty big stunt person, coordinator, and he gave me a shot, and it wasn't something that I was going to do forever, but it was a great experience doing what I did.
Mhm.
To see that part of how a movie's done, and to even be part of that in the smallest bit that I got to do it was phenomenal.
It is. They joke with me all the time, but I was an extra in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
Oh, amazing.
In 2015, but it came out in 16. And like you said, to be on a production studio that large was sick to be a part of it. And I had a cool role where I got to, like how we are, but just a little closer. I was with Alessandra Ambrosio, who's a Victoria's Secret model, and I was her person to chat with her.
Her
and
boy
then,
toy.
No. She was very nice. Very nice woman. And we were together for like 13 hours straight. And obviously we had a lunch break or whatever, but I had a cue. I had like a producer in the distance, like getting me like to be like, go. And I'd be like, all right, you got to go. And then she'd go do her scene.
I had the same
Nice.
experience, except I was with Sean Penn in a freezing cold day, and he had just come back from Bosnia or Africa or somewhere and he had war stories to tell. It wasn't as nice as your experience.
No, mine was nice. No, mine was definitely nice. So you answered my how you got into event planning. What's your philosophy when it comes to planning events?
Well, my biggest philosophy is you're only as good as the event you're doing, right? It's great that I have the reputation and I did this event great and that event great, but the most important event is the one we're actually doing, because if you're not happy, it doesn't matter what I've done in the past. If I mess up your event, I can't go, well, I did the Scholastic event perfectly. So I guess the motto is, my motto is we're only as good as the event we're doing. The event we're doing is the most important.
And how do you stand out and leave like a lasting impression for your clients when you're doing events?
I think it's just that I really care so much about each event. I'm not a big company, so all of our business is mainly from word of mouth and from people that saw us at the events. So there's a much more personal stake in each and every event. Even if I have other teams that go out, but we're still very small comparatively to other companies, and every event is so important. And my whole team has the same mentality. There's no ego. It's not, I'm trying to get my name out. I always say you're not going to hear me say my name or say my company's name on the microphone. People want to know, they're going to come and ask. It's about our client.
And no, we've done obviously events here, but the one that stands out to me is the one where Tony and I came with you to the city in that bigger, I don't know where it was. It was like an old train station and they converted it into event space. It was, how long ago was that, Tony?
3 months maybe.
Yeah, 3 months. With that one, you had a big role of emceeing and you were dancing everywhere. And that definitely.
Oh,
I forget where it
that
was.
was at Gustavino's in New York. It was
Yeah.
under the 59th Street Bridge.
That right.
Right, and where we did the floor, we did we did a lot of the decor elements. We had a photo booth, all the games.
Yep.
They brought in a celebrity football player.
Yep. Saquon Barkley. Yeah. No, but that's you could see yourself in that experience, that you do really care. And it was like as if you were, emceeing for the first time again, trying to make a name for yourself. That's what it felt like, not that you weren't
I mean,
polished.
it
I'm
was,
saying
I
you
really
cared.
I really just care that kid, because as you grow up in life, you realize those memories, those milestones, they're so huge for the families. I mean, how many huge events like that are a lot of people throwing, and you realize that in 20 years from now, in 30 years from now, that he might not get it right then and there,
Mm-hmm.
but in 20 years he'll remember that day,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't need to remember my name. But
Yeah.
he'll remember this
Yeah.
crazy bald guy dancing around with him,
Yeah.
and hopefully they'll realize how much I care, that they have a good time, and there's the ingredients of what the kid wants, which at 12, 13 they don't always know. We know what they want to have a good time, and
Mm-hmm.
the scope of what that good time is could be throwing out stuff or could be dancing, and then there's also the scope of the parents, the family, and all the other guests to
Yeah.
make that.
It's definitely
that
a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a question.
yeah, go ahead.
It's about you going out and from the events that I've gone and filmed, like it seems like every single time when you're going out on the floor, like you're bringing the same energy.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something like even when you started your event, started doing this in your 20s to now, like do you tell yourself before going into the event? Like, I mean, it's hard to be on the ball and high energy all the time. What do you tell yourself like going into these events?
I think at this stage in the game, I just have a huge toolbox of things that I can do at an event, and it's when you learn about acting, when you know your lines, you can act because you're not thinking about your lines.
Mm-hmm.
So when I know what I can do at a party, I know the boundaries. I know I have such a huge amount of scripts that I've created over the years in my head on what to say on the dance floor, how to get people dancing. When you have all those tools, you can really be in the moment and act upon the moment, as opposed to worrying about what can I do. The details are important. The timeline, like I know I need to do this at this time. I need to introduce the CEO of the company at this time, or we're going to do the motzi at a bar mitzvah, or we're about to do the entrance at a wedding. But I'm not worried about how I'm going to do it or what I'm going to say, because based on what the client wants, I know how to adjust my energy, adjust how I'm speaking. Some you have to be very elegant and soft spoken. Some they want you to be over the top and huge hyped up energy. So
Mm-hmm.
I always like to say I'm like a Ferrari. You could drive me slow and enjoy the ride, but I'll go 240 miles an hour and tear it up.
Mm-hmm.
And for all of us that have driven Ferraris, of course.
Oh yeah,
we know how elegant of a ride.
Yeah,
a
totally.
Ferrari
Tony
is.
hasn't been there yet. You'll get there. Don't worry, Tony.
One day before you.
Well, can I say something?
Oh yeah, sure.
I feel like a lot for those who are watching this and don't know the connection, Shiran is the building owner of where our studios are.
Yes.
And a lot of our community here feels like a family.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like both of these guys can agree as well that you bring family into the Knowlton.
Yes.
And it is like who you are. You are a family man, right? And maybe why is creating an environment to feel like a family so important to you?
Just like my event company, the Knowlton, we're probably one of the smaller artist hives in Bridgeport, and I just couldn't imagine being around everybody here and not feeling like they're my friends or family. It would make coming here not enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Where I know I can come here and hey, I know it's 7 a.m. Tony's here, and I can walk upstairs and at least get a hey Shiran and
Yeah.
a human connection, and just how everybody. I want everyone to thrive. I want everyone to be happy, and if your second home, your studio, doesn't feel safe, doesn't feel like people like you, doesn't feel like you're in an energy that just produces better energy, then I don't know how I would craft it. No matter what, I would fight to have that energy here, and I'm very grateful that that's kind of the energy, or that is exactly the energy that we have here.
No, yeah, we definitely do, and it's grown to that for sure.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah,
to
and
say
you guys have been
Oh
here.
yeah. It didn't start off like that.
no, it didn't. Not to be rude to the people that were here before. It's just I think they came from a different owner with a
Mhm.
different energy, and maybe it just took time for them to,
Yeah.
get accustomed to it. But now that a lot of them aren't here.
And also not to say that it wasn't welcoming. Like it was welcoming. You're welcoming, but like this family connection you speak of does take time,
Yes.
in order to kind of nestle in.
And the good thing now is that I think the energy is so strong that
Mm-hmm.
that when new people come in, they kind of adapt to that.
Oh, yeah.
They adapt to us.
If anything, they certainly feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people definitely talk a lot for sure. Even when we don't want to sometimes, but it's okay.
But that's family.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's why
Oh
we
my
have the doors
gosh.
open a lot,
Oh, I do.
all the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find the Knowlton? How did you get to the Knowlton? Why Bridgeport?
Wow.
Okay. When
Lot of questions.
so
Yeah.
being on the road for this is my 31st year in my company, but it's my 35th year in the event industry. So I've been
Mhm.
on the road for 35 years technically, and I always wanted my own home base. It's where people can come to us and we can curate their event, but have all the tools on hand. So many times clients have walked in and said, "You know what? We actually need this. Do you have it?" Of course, we have it here. Our warehouse is right here. So that's a huge advantage. And also, when I was building out the boathouse, I had all these years of event experience. It's like, how do we create a venue now that is ideal for caterers, that is ideal for the guests, that has the best flow? And those were all the elements that I put into place when I was designing the layout of the boathouse.
Mm-hmm.
Called up caterers and said, what do you need in a reheat kitchen? How do we make this perfect? How much size? What size do you need? So it wasn't just we need to just pack the room. It's how do we make this the most perfect experience for events,
Mm-hmm.
so that people want to come back, and that's been the case. Is that we have repeat clients, good parking, all the factors were here, and being on the waterfront was a super bonus.
Yeah.
Having the multiple spaces, having the artist energy, is all pluses in the design of the event spaces. So I always wanted, get back to your question, I always wanted my own event space. I just thought it was a natural progression to everything that I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And how I found it was I told my real estate friend, who's a friend in common, our good friend Craig Oshrin.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm looking for a cool space. If you see anything, let me know. And I mean, so quickly he found something and said, come check this out. And when I walked in here, I just fell in love with it. I had grown up a little bit working at a at a bakery in downtown Brooklyn, and the building was kind of like this, and it just reminded me of the area. Reminded me of Dumbo area of Brooklyn. As a New Yorker who just who looking at this, that was my perspective, and I just fell in love with the building. And then wait, it has artists. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I always say I'm a frustrated artist because I'd love to learn to paint and have the time to do that and sketch and draw. I can't draw a straight line. So I paint dance floors with guests using music is the extent of my artwork right now. But yeah, so they found this space, and then it was really a fight to get the space. It took
Yeah,
2
how so?
years
Why?
it took 2 years for the deal to get finalized because not many banks wanted to fund a high-end event venue in Bridgeport.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get the idea, and I have to say, I'll shout out to Newtown Savings Bank because they came down here, they looked at it, and they looked at me, they looked at what I've been doing, and they got it. And I think I tell every smart investor, if you're not buying real estate in Bridgeport, you're missing out. You're going to turn around in 10 years or less and go, that property,
Yeah.
I could have gotten it for this much. And Brooklyn for me is Brooklyn or anywhere in Manhattan is the example of that. Queens, all these areas. I mean, so many people have moved out to Connecticut. So many people are in the area. Bridgeport is amazing. There is infrastructure here. There is transportation. You're close to New York, and what they're doing at Steel Point is inspiring.
Yeah.
If-
Oh God, I was just gonna say I saw that when they do tear down, Bridgeport's paying for it to tear down the smokestack because it hasn't been operational since 21.
Right.
They're gonna be adding restaurant shops and more apartments, like how they're building it
Yep.
like right across the water.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Do you think banks would be more accepting to if you did this now? Do you think a lot more banks would like see the vision? Because back then, not that it was a long time ago, it was 5 years ago, going on 6. It didn't have any of that going on for it.
Well, if you mean if I wanted to do another venue in Bridgeport,
Yeah, like if you were doing the Knowlton now, do you feel like more banks would be open to the idea?
I think if I was pitching it, yeah,
Yeah.
because I have the event experience behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Not if you were pitching it, Michael.
No, I mean,
No.
I'd be like, what the hell? You've done no
Get out of
events.
here. He's a
Yeah.
homeless guy.
and I think more banks are realize the potential in Bridgeport. So yeah, it might be better
Mm-hmm.
at this time. I think Bridgeport is just constantly moving forward and getting better and better.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely do.
You see that new beautiful mural going up on East Washington?
I have. Yeah.
That took
Is
me a lot
That's
of.
you?
Well, I'm gonna take a little bit of credit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a little bit of credit because the owner of that building, when we started doing murals here, I've been hounding him for years, and he was very reluctant to give up that wall. And I did put him in contact with the city, who wanted to do something on that wall. And I told the city, I'm like, this is a prime wall. People come over. This is the entrance
Mm-hmm.
to the east side. So I'm going
Mhm.
to take some credit. There were a lot of people
Yeah.
that made that happen, but I think I was behind the scenes
Definitely.
advocating for it a lot.
That's with the Bridgeport. I forgot what the Artist Guild or whatever they're called. Who?
That's with I don't know exactly which department in Bridgeport, but
Yeah.
Bridgeport has a whole mural project.
Right. That's what I was.
And our friend JPO
Yes,
is the curator of that.
that's
Mhm.
awesome.
And I went up there, and I was very happy because I pulled up, and and the owner, he goes, "You happy you got your wall now?" And he said it with the artist, and I was like, "Oh, a little bit, yeah, I like it."
I mean, it's way
included.
better. That wall was just nothing. It was
It
just a brick
needed
wall.
it needed.
What is that business?
On that corner? Well, that's not that corner is I believe it's a rental, supply house.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't even see the business because they have a little door on the corner, but that wall is so prominent, and I
Mhm.
think it's just beautiful. And I'm so grateful that the neighbor wanted to finally have that wall done.
Yeah. I think it's cool that all these murals are going up. It's definitely making Bridgeport into an art city,
Mm-hmm.
which it's just like,
I mean, how many artist studio buildings are there's a lot,
I know.
and I don't think people realize.
I wonder
They
how.
don't.
Can you look up how many there are?
I'm not
Yeah.
advertising. No, just kidding.
No,
Oh, okay, yeah. Which one's the best one? Oh, Google says the Knowlton. Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
What makes the Knowlton unique? A unique venue, event space, and just a unique building in general.
I can't speak too much about that because I've only known the Knowlton, right?
Mhm.
So what's unique to me is just the vibe here. I mean, you walk down the hallways, there's funky music playing.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's French stations.
Yeah,
because
no,
I
it's
love
great.
the French radio stations.
No, I
mean,
love the music you play. I really do.
I think the fact that you guys are at the top of the stairs and
Mhm.
Mhm.
people get to see this
Yeah.
and even see you guys work and do your shows with the door open is amazing. I think that we have the I'm gonna butcher it.
Retro Revival
Thank
Mini
you.
Museum.
The
Yeah.
Retro Vinyl Mini Museum and how that's become something
Yeah.
is like you guys did something so unique.
Mm-hmm.
No one has that.
Yeah, no, I always, whenever I talk, because I'm in networking groups now and all these other things, and I just always, not like glorify you, but just give you your credit, because I don't know any other building owner who is like you. That's so, because when that hallway was just, I have photos of it. It's crazy. It was just like
Cobwebs.
an old rug, like rolled up with like 2x4s broken.
Well, you go to the third floor. The third floor hasn't been done anything to.
Yeah, it's similar, but no, that was like almost looked like a dungeon almost. But
Mhm.
I cleaned it up and I asked you if I could start doing something there, and you're like, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
like definitely, like do it.
Well, I saw what you guys were doing
Mhm.
with collecting this, and you
Mhm.
do it as your passion. And I said, well, you guys have a mini museum here. Let's make it something.
Yeah, no, I'm grateful for that, and having you and obviously Sandy as well. It's definitely, I doubt there's other buildings that have a Shiran or Sandy leading the charge.
Nobody has a Sandy.
No, there's no way. That's someone we have to have on this show, because
She has story. If you want, you should about
Mhm.
Bridgeport and
Yeah.
about. I mean,
Just
she's seen it all out here, and even the building. She's been here 12 years now.
yeah, no, definitely. What's your vision for the Knowlton, and how do you see it evolving in the future?
And I'd love to have unlimited resources, and I would put floating gardens on the whole waterway with a cool dock that goes down. I'd dock a restaurant barge here, and I put up a shipping container hotel, and I tree line all of Knowlton. So there's lots of green, and it just feels less industrial, and
More oasis.
yeah,
Mhm.
and I'd love to host a lot more. We're looking to host a lot more events here,
Mm-hmm.
and I think every event that we have when people are coming from different towns, different cities, is that they realize like, uh, maybe the news wasn't 100% right about this area. Maybe this
Yeah.
area is amazing. Hold on a second, we're missing something.
Yeah, definitely. There's always just negative stuff, which I get, but there are, bright
Well,
spots.
We got to say the news has also done some great stories about you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So they
Shout out Lori.
yeah,
Mhm.
we need to have a lot more positive news coming out to overshadow
The bad.
the bad that they pick. But
Yeah.
what do they say? Blood cells. So
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Is that what they say?
Um,
Blood cells?
Yeah, blood cells.
Blood
dude.
like blood cells, like with a C?
S.
Oh.
when there's blood, it makes money.
Mhm.
People are more interested about the gory, scary stuff than
Ooh, all right.
than
Let's
the-
go,
than
Shiran.
the happy stories.
Do you have any exciting plans or events on the horizon that you're eager to bring to life?
Mm.
I'd love to start organizing more internal events here. I'd love to get a after work party once a week, for
Mhm.
example, where we have a DJ and we just have like a cool vibe where businesses, professionals in the area can come and just have a cool, like New York City. I only have again the scope of New York City
Mhm.
that I feel like there's a lot of that vibe missing. There used to be at the Boathouse in Central Park where you can go and have wine and cheese and watch the sunset. So it'd be really cool to create like a wine and cheese and have someone shucking live oysters and
Mhm.
have some great music playing once a week or every 2 weeks type thing. And stuff like that. I'd love to have a comedian magic cabaret night here one night.
That'd be cool.
So there's things like that. The problem is bandwidth, right? You have right now it's we're reorganizing all the internal systems and doing a lot of the admin stuff, redoing our website, and reorganizing. So I only have so much I can do, and then it's slower. So family is super important, and especially in the slower times to let them know, hey, it's not always crazy. I do have time for you as well. And that's what this summer's been: more admin, computer, back office stuff, and family.
I remember you saying you wanted to put a cigar lounge.
Yeah, I mean, what I'd love to do is in the freestanding building that we call the Blue Building currently. Downstairs, I'd like to make that another event space, and then upstairs we have that amazing loft space with a deck to make that into a cigar club. I think
That'd be sick.
I'm not an avid cigar smoker, but I like a cigar every
Mm.
now and then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
definitely.
And I always like, again, in New York, I always like the vibe of being able to go with your friends, and it's a unique thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the people that I met, it was always like very chill and great. And one day you're sitting next to the mayor, one day you're sitting next to who knows who, and
Yeah,
and it's just
mobster.
very casual. And we're not in Staten Island here.
We're talking
what
about
are- I was
Manhattan.
gonna- what are your thoughts on being a New Yorker? What are your thoughts on Staten Island?
I have good experiences in Staten Island. I mean,
Me too.
my godfather's from Staten Island.
Mm.
I dated someone amazing for a while that lived in off Woolly Avenue in Staten Island.
Do you know that area?
I know that area.
It's the Woolly Avenue exit. That's all I remember. And then I got to see Toad Hill, and there's some beautiful parts and great people. I mean, I love Tony to death. I know if someone was going out for coffee, he would definitely not. I mean, think of me.
Oh my god.
I love coffee.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you drinking in the thermos there?
A café.
Ooh.
From where here?
Cafe Shiran. Did you spill something?
He just pulled the aux.
Oh, it's you know where
I'm
it's
back, I'm back,
it's
I'm back.
okay. I was gonna say it's right underneath you, so it's an easy fix.
What are some of your favorite events you've planned, either here or offsite?
Ooh.
So I'm not allowed to say the name of the client, but I had like an over $1 million budget, and I got to plan for 1,200 people.
This is recent or
That was a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
And we did the A to Z, so finding the location, but it was also chartering the New York waterway boats and bringing people from New York to Brooklyn, and buses, and just we got to do great entertainment, and it was just a great to put together something that massive was awesome. Um,
What about here?
Here, I love every event we do here.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I honestly do. I mean, this is I don't know, it's such a magical place, and I'm just grateful for every client that comes here and has an event here. And we put our heart and soul into prepping it. I'm there. If we have to put up the video wall, I'm there. And
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's perfect. We have one chance. We're often fighting people that are a little wary of coming out here.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be perfect. It has
Yeah.
to be like, we get it. We
Mhm.
get why Bridgeport's great. We get why the Knowlton's great. We get why this venue's perfect, and Nicholson Events, what they offer with the event. It has to. I mean, that's here or anywhere. It has to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You're only as good as the event you're doing.
Yeah. And scene. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people do get turned off by Bridgeport.
Mhm.
We floated around an idea of doing a like an XRP party here, and because we have a couple people that are pretty big on X on Twitter, and they're like, oh, some like the comments are like, oh, Connecticut, blah blah blah, and then they'd be like, what town? And I'm like, Bridgeport, and they're like, oh, I'm out. And I'm like, God, dude, you don't understand. Like, not here. This is like, I always say it's an oasis here because obviously getting here, it's not too far off either. Exit, on ramp, the one by the Steel Point or over here. But once you're here, it's like you're not even in Bridgeport.
I mean, every big city has their issues. If you're watching the news reports for New York City, you wouldn't go into New York City either right now. But that's not what's happening.
Yeah, no, 100%. What's something you would tell people that are thinking of doing an event and are looking at the Knowlton? What would you say to them?
Come on down. Again,
Like, why should they choose the Knowlton? Basically,
I mean, this venue was designed for to have the best party, the best flow, the best options. It can be turnkey. It's easy, like you said, right off the highway. We're right off 25, 95, Route 8, the Merritt, and we have parking. We have and I have to say, if we're doing the entertainment, we have some of the best entertainment in the business. So if you're really looking for an unforgettable experience at a venue at this point that not a lot of people have done their events at, and still to have a unique touch, the Knowlton's the place.
Yeah, and it's nice because you have the Boathouse, you have the Armstrong, and you have the Wilder. I love when someone does use all three because it's such a good flow. It's so
The
fun.
best that we should get footage of is if we do a reveal of the Boathouse. Remember, like if we have cocktail hour in the Armstrong and Wilder gallery, and then we open the doors to the Boathouse, and it's like, come on in.
Yeah,
I love watching people's face when they like walk in. And
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then when we magically open all the garage doors and now the deck's available and people go out and like, oh, wow. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. And that's the other great thing when you're showing people the building, because from outside, I love hearing. I drive by this building 1,000 times. I would have never thought that all of this is inside. And recently, I was speaking to somebody, and they said how the Never Give Up mural motivates them. And I was like, that's so magical. So, I love how this whole building lives and breathes and has, it has the event side that sometimes doesn't mingle. Like there's sides that don't mingle with each other, but it's all great energy.
It is.
I have a question.
Yes.
So obviously, like we've gotten to know you and who you are over the past couple of years, and I feel like other people who either just come for an event, they get to know you and they see your passion and how much you care about. Like you were just talking about, like how much you care about the people that you're doing these events for and stuff like that. You've given me personally business advice. I come to you with questions, and you have all this knowledge, and it's awesome. Like I feel like you have so many a variety of skills that, and you
Mhm.
share it with people. I feel like also people could learn a lot from you. That like from the outside in, you're seeing this person who has all this drive and passion. And has there ever been like a scenario where it was a big learning curve for you that you feel like you could share that other people can learn from?
I mean, the whole building experience is a huge learning curve. I'm not a real estate developer. I'm a DJ.
Mhm.
You know, and having tenants and all and dealing with all of that's probably also why it's a family. I'm not a real estate developer. I'm a family guy, right? And I don't know how to do it any other way but personal and more family. I mean, the most important thing is read your contracts, um, read them again, and understand what you're signing,
Mhm.
and don't be afraid to push back a little bit. Um, just be like, don't take the first offer, and don't be afraid. Fear is our enemy, and I mean, there's scary moments, but you got to push through the fear.
I mean, you had the scariest moment, COVID, with event industry.
Thanks. I was having a good interview. I mean, that was
Well, you could like
so
you
so.
got through it.
Well, I mean, COVID. I mean, I remember I was doing a wedding in New Jersey, and the bride and groom had a note
New Jersey.
that said please don't hug the bride and groom with I think I think it was already called COVID, but they said because they're leaving on their honeymoon and with everyone, it was before it was the shutdown, right? But COVID
Mhm.
was out there. But please don't hug the bride and groom because they don't want to get sick for their honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think a week later, it was March 13th.
Yep.
No more events
Mm.
indefinitely, right? We didn't know this was a
When?
pandemic, right? We
Mhm.
didn't how long everything shut down, and this was what I've been doing my whole life since I was 16. So that was, and I had just bought the building 5 months prior. And what's my business? I doubled down on events right now, the event venue. So I think in a week I just sat there and like, what am I going to do? And I started the Connecticut Event Industry Coalition. So we started advocating for the event industry, and then uh, that there were coalitions popping up everywhere after that, and it was great to be a part of that. And my wife said, I said, I wish I spent more time and didn't, because we were small and we didn't win. And I get why government needs to help the bigger fish, because by helping out bigger companies, they're helping out multiple people in one shot. And you know, I don't think we had major successes, but uh, my wife said if you didn't do that, you would have gone. You would have. I don't know how to stop. Right. So
Mhm.
if I had 3 years or 2.5 years of without being on calls, I mean, we were on calls sometimes 8-10 hours a day, figuring this out and creating protocols to submit to the state on how we can reopen the industry, and was on the national coalition for a while as well with government affairs and this and that. So, I mean, that was a huge lesson about government.
Mm-hmm.
And, you want to make sure if you have a company that you have payroll, that you file your taxes properly and all the things, so the government realizes who you are, and also make sure that your NACE code, how you're coded as a company, is correct. Because if you're not categorized correctly, if something, even for help or grants or whatever, if you're not properly categorized with the government, you're going to miss out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you use that time to like work on the building also, or could you not?
No, we were getting our building. I mean, everything took a lot longer. It took a year to get our building permits.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, the cost of material went up. So there was a lot of stuff to do. We were in the beginning, the construction on the boathouse.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot to do for the building, but a lot of it was paused because it took longer, since people weren't in office. So it took
Mhm.
longer to get permits and get inspections and all of that.
That's tough. But
It
you
was
got
tough.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the building's beautiful now.
Thanks.
With the murals, the lawn.
We did the murals during COVID. Hope was
Yeah.
our first mural,
Yep.
right? Hope we
Jason
get through this.
Naylor.
Correct.
Yep.
Mm.
What year was that?
2013.
No, 2013.
No. What am I saying?
2023.
Was it 20? What was
No, it was 21 maybe.
21.
Yeah.
I'm not good with dates, times,
either.
lengths,
Nah, yeah.
measures.
Oh boy.
Me either.
I know
Mm.
forward and on.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Renee kind of touched on this, but specifically for event planners, what's some advice you'd give to new event planners?
Be nice.
Mm.
Realize that everybody working with you is on your team. You know, I know when people are panicked and sometimes might not know all the answers, they can get nasty. But if you're hiring great people to work with you, or your client hired them, but you're the planner, be nice to those people.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it comes to my team, the only thing that matters for us is that the client's happy, and we'll do everything in our power to make them happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's exceptions that sometimes you can't do something, but
Yeah.
if there's a mix-up, we're there to help.
Yeah.
You know, you're hiring professionals for when things go wrong. Anybody, you know, with a little bit of experience can, if everything's going great, that's not, if everything was always great, it doesn't matter who's doing it, but you're hiring people that have the tools if things go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That if the speaker breaks, they know how to fix it, or they have backup in the truck, or if they bring monitors, they have backups, and they have, because they're able to do it and they're professionals.
Where did you house all this gear you have? Because you have so much.
Before the building,
Yeah.
in storage facilities.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
yeah. I mean, it's grown. I mean, you know, it's like a fish tank. You give more space, they're going to grow bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot more needs here at the building. So I've increased what we have.
Yeah, Shiran has everything.
Mhm, he does.
It's crazy. Oh, I'm not done yet, but I'll get there. Yeah.
Not done with him yet.
What's next for Nicholson Events and the Knowlton? Are there new projects or creative ideas you're excited to tackle?
We're still recuperating from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
This year felt like the first year since things opened up that things are normal.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's just really growing. I'd love to see many more events happening here and many more events offsite. So it's really just growing the business and growing the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you could plan an event for anyone in the world, living or historical, who would it be and why? What kind of event would you design and for them at the Knowlton?
Wait, at the Knowlton.
Obviously.
Wow. You know, I always like say I don't have anybody that stands out. I mean, I'd love to talk with Albert Einstein. I'd love to talk with Winston Churchill, but to have them as a client, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah.
No, if it was like a gift.
Today, I don't know, this is going to be controversial, but I would love to throw an event for Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything he's doing with Mars, with satellites, with the cars. I mean, I love I'm a tech person. We all know that, and I just love all the innovations and the integrations, and you know, the Neuralink. I mean, come on, this is amazing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The person, and nobody gets to greatness without being eccentric, or you know, Albert Einstein was brilliant, but he wasn't a good dad type thing. You know,
Wow.
What? You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. No,
Oh.
That's devastating.
Well, sorry. But you can't get to a certain level without being over the top and fearless. I mean, so if I had to pick someone today, I would love to do something for Elon Musk. I mean, the first hybrid electric car was built in this building, and I think I did reach out to Tesla when I first bought the building, and I'm like, you guys should put a couple chargers here.
Yeah.
They put them at Steel Point. But
Nah.
it would have been awesome if they put 1 or 2 chargers here, Tesla chargers, as an homage to the first hybrid electric car.
Well, maybe they will now after you know we clip that out.
Yeah, after Elon watches this episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's some advice? Renee was hinting towards it. What's some advice to a younger you that you would give?
Keep your contacts. Don't be afraid to reach out to them. You know, when I was in my 20s, I was doing this, but it wasn't what I thought I was going to make a career out of. It was just something to do until I figured out what I wanted to do. And I did a lot of things in between, like doing some acting.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fashion editorial photographer for a good decade, while still doing the parties. But had I focused on the parties, that would have been great. I mean, if a younger me, I would say get into real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wish I was in real estate way earlier. 18, 20, bought my first apartment and then rented it out type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think real estate is very cool, and I always say they're not making more land.
Mm-hmm.
So if you own land, and we're growing as population, and we're in a country that everybody wants to be in,
Mm-hmm.
and Connecticut is a great place, and more and more people are moving out here. And
It is a great place.
why what a death stare to Tony.
Because he doesn't think so.
Never said that.
I think Connecticut is great. I like the proximity to New York. I love the nature here. There's kind of everything you could ever want, and it's not a huge state. So even if you went upstate,
It's like it's only you could drive the whole state in an hour.
right?
Across the state.
Well, a little more, right? It takes like an hour and a half to get up to Mohegan from here.
Hour 15.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it depends who's driving.
Yeah.
But
And I don't hate Connecticut, by the way, just for the record. I
Yeah, come
enjoy
on.
Connecticut. I just, so certain things irk me.
Like what?
Well, the pizza argument, we've been over this. The pizza argument irks me.
hold on. There's good pizza. You can find any kind of pizza you want here. There's good pizza everywhere. There's people that know how to
No,
make
yeah,
good
that's
pizza.
fine. And I've had good pizza
Yeah.
here, but it's not the pizza capital of the world.
I mean, it is.
or
The
whatever they call-
government
like, that's
claimed it.
ridiculous. Like, that is ridiculous.
It's claimed.
That's a shame. Like, it really is.
It's just, but it's like now it's over.
No,
I
it's
find
not
it
over.
crazy
It's
how
not
many
over.
pizzerias like there are in one
Mhm.
area.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Manhattan. Like every other shop is a pizzeria.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And there's a lot of bad pizza, but there's a lot of great pizza too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of bad.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
when
but
you,
that's
when-
everywhere.
When you have
Yeah.
that much, like the dollar slices you get in Manhattan, like, yeah, they're not going to be gourmet slices here.
Yeah.
A lot of sugar in the tomato sauce.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a lot of sugar in the tomato sauce.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, because he just harps.
Well,
on
because
the-
it's
Wow.
it's
Connecticut
crazy.
has a lot
it
of
really
fris-
is crazy.
you know the
Can we
frisbee.
Can we dive into why that hurts you? I mean, I've
'cause
rarely
everyone-
seen so much feeling in his eyes.
Well, 'cause
discussing
in my eyes,
his.
oh,
'cause
his
he-
eyes,
He
yeah,
seems like
dude,
he
'cause-
seems like broken and needs to
Mhm.
convert you to.
People rag on
accepting.
Connecticut. Well, I always send in our
'Cause
groups.
he knows.
I always send in our groups. I have this historical page, and like the frisbee was invented here.
Mhm.
Wiffle ball, the first hamburger,
which
the
is still
Subway-
kind of arguable.
Subway.
Subway,
Mm.
UB.
Well,
He went to UB.
I mean, if you go, Bridgeport was. I mean, we're talking about Connecticut, but
Yeah.
even what the amount of stuff that came out of Bridgeport
Mhm.
alone from the turn of the century on is ridiculous. I
Yeah.
mean,
Very historical.
Yeah.
That's why I think it will one day be a great city. I mean, Stamford was just like Bridgeport.
I'm going to
back in the
fix
day.
that. Bridgeport's going to be an even greater city because I
Even
do
greater.
think Bridgeport is great
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. I can agree to disagree.
I have my life invested here.
I know.
And you know what? Hold on a second. But everyone that I meet, everyone, from the person that walks to come and see the murals to the government to business people, I am impressed every time I meet somebody here. And there's such history and there's such depth. And if you are here through all the good and bad of Bridgeport, you're an incredible human being.
Thank you. Because I have been.
Right.
I just think it has a lot to grow still.
Mhm.
But this time I have not seen so much
Good.
growth or good, I guess, but there's a future in Bridgeport now that wasn't there
As a parent.
as anything.
No, I mean as a parent, as obvious. Just
Oh, as a parent. Oh, I thought he said as a parent.
As a parent.
Yeah.
So I'll use
yes.
I'll use smaller words.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, because Stanford, I
As
always
you can see.
Yeah. I always compared to Stanford because Stanford was just like Bridgeport until Harbor Point was built, and then
And let's see
It
what
changed everything.
let's see what happens with Steel Point and the development across the street.
No, it's gonna change everything.
Yeah.
I think.
Change your life.
What they're building there is only a third. They have 400 something units going up now,
Mm-hmm.
but their plan is to put up, I believe, 1,500 units there. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna bring a lot
The
of people.
marina's gorgeous. The you
Mhm.
know, the possibility, and they have the new super deluxe Tesla chargers.
I didn't know that.
They do.
A lot of them. I think like 8 of them.
You drive a Tesla. Do you like your Tesla?
I love that. That car, I don't drive anymore. I mean, that car just drives.
Yeah.
And I'm a little aggressive behind the wheel, and I had to go work up in Rhode Island. I had to go DJ. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna let go and let it drive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hooked.
And do you go on your phone and stuff, or do you?
No, you have to pay attention. You
Mhm.
have to. Excuse me. You have to pay attention. You have to. It's still in beta, right?
Yeah, I've
But-
seen people sleeping.
It won't let you sleep.
Oh,
Maybe in the original version, but
that's
now,
annoying.
well, it saved my life. I have to say, when I come back sometimes 2, 3 in the morning, and it's never on the highway. It's when you get off the highway and you're on that last stretch from the highway to your house
Mhm.
that you stop at a stop sign, and having that's great. Having the car drive also when you're not driving is very monotonous. So
Mhm.
when you're not hyper focused on the road, I don't get as fatigued driving anymore either, because it drives like a chauffeur.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
What's the length of the Tesla? Like, how far can you go on a full charge?
300 miles
Pretty solid.
again.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
I mean, that's like
And-
a full gas tank for me.
And when you stop, they're always somewhere where there's something to eat, something to drink, something to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll stop and you can pick your charging station, and then you go restroom, grab a coffee, grab whatever, and by the time you're back, you have enough charge to keep going.
Mm-hmm. It's cool.
And the simplicity, right? It feels nice. The steering wheel's nice. The seats
Mhm.
feel nice. There's one clean screen. I'm like, why do I need all these? I'm a
Yeah.
gadget guy, right?
Yeah.
Why do I need all these buttons and things and everything I need? And then it's funny because you have to tell people. Well, they're like, well, just tell it. I'm too hot. It'll lower the temperature. Tell it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
You can just say that out loud.
the voice. Well, you have to hit the button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not always listening yet.
Mhm.
You'll have the Neuralink soon, and you just have to think it.
Yeah.
How fast have you got on that thing?
Never over the speed limit, Tony. I always drive the speed limit.
I don't believe it. Is there anything else, guys? Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I guess going back to the blood cells statement, do you have any maybe events that you've done that everything has gone wrong, like
Yeah,
complete total catastrophe?
I always tell clients, you're the role model for the event,
Okay.
and there's I feel bad for some people who just can't enjoy, and they need to look into what's wrong, and even though it's not wrong, the fact that they're not, when the unhappy people are going to create unhappy events.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when everything goes wrong, when you're trying to please a client who just can't be pleased. But still, I mean, it's still a great party. I don't
Right.
have any calamities. But again, when your sole goal is to make sure the person is so happy, but that person cannot be made happy, that's the tough one.
Yeah. We've been a part of one of those with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had to talk to you, but you had our back.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Oh yeah.
It was in
And I
the
was
city.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was a client that there's people that just will look for stuff. When I was that's why I love email.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's there. I told you all these things. I told you if you don't do A, B is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very lucky to have the experience to know to say that.
Yeah.
And of course, have your back. You guys
Yeah.
are awesome.
Thank Shiran.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I think that
Any more questions?
I'm pretty good.
I guess. I mean,
That's it. That's all you got.
I know. Well, you didn't want to talk about
The
family
I
and
think
stuff.
I think the problem is that the problem is that you guys know me so well.
yeah.
We do. I mean, I didn't know about your photography life.
Mm-hmm.
wanna talk
Yeah.
about that
Fashion photography.
Yeah,
What was that like?
Yeah, tell us.
Are we talking bathing suit fashion or
Look up,
nice
look up
gowns and
Shiran
stuff?
Nicholson photography. So I was My friends owned so I took a intro to black and white photography class, and I was the first student for this teacher that had a digital camera. It was like when Canon, had to buy a camera, so I'm like, Canon just came out with a digital. Let me buy the first Canon digital, and I took the intro to black and white photography, and my friends had a twin talent agency. They are identical twins, and they cast all identical twins. So I'm like, can you send me some people that I can shoot and test and practice? So I must have photographed over 100 sets of identical twins.
Oh wow.
Twins, triplets, very, very cool stuff. And then you went to the event site. You gotta look up photography somewhere.
It was a different photography site?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
is it, okay.
What's that top picture? There you go. There's some of the pictures that showed up on the bottom. So then my friends are real estate agents, and I got to shoot some very cool real estate stuff like the penthouse of the Pierre.
Cool.
And I had works published for my real estate photography. And I got to do I had some magazines that my work was in. Photography is awesome. I love working with people. And I worked with a lot of dancers because I was a previous dancer. I did the campaign for the Nick City Dancers for a couple of years.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
We did a bunch of cool stuff. I took dance classes in New York, but no.
So yes.
Well, taking classes
Yeah.
is just to get some new steps, but not really any formal, hip hop 101, 102. What is it? 101, 201?
101 would be like the basics.
Right, but what's the next one?
201.
Thank you, 201.
Yeah. And then 301.
So I'm not going to college.
Would you teach anyone to dance?
I think I do at parties when we do follow along stuff, and I'm trying to teach my son how to dance, and he got some moves, and he's realizing that I can actually dance, and he's like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I should listen to him.
Yeah, yeah. Tony, you could get some lessons too.
No, I'm good.
I used to go to people's houses before parties and give the family some dance lessons so they'd have more moves when it came to the parties. Those were fun. Dancing has left our culture for now, and it's sad. It's sad. I'd love to have a cell phone concierge when you walk into an event and just drop the phones, or really just, you're here. Stop filming people. Be here. I was watching. Coolest gadget ever on the planet is the Apple Vision.
The glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have the immersive experience of the Metallica concert.
Oh, wow.
And the footage is unreal. You're right there, but everyone's like this. And I really make it. I'm on my devices a lot. I'm not saying I'm not on the phone, but when I go to things like that, or when I go to family or friends' houses, you won't see me with a phone.
Have you seen the Sphere in Vegas?
Yeah.
I want to go to that.
I want to DJ there.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I've seen
awesome.
some DJs spinning and stuff there, and it's ridiculous.
Backstreet Boys are there right now. They just started.
Yeah.
I really want to go. Tony makes fun of me.
Why not? It's amazing. I mean, just that and the Sphere itself is
so
it's
cool.
crazy. I know people who've gone to shows there. It's amazing.
Is it expensive?
Yeah.
How do you know?
they're still
'Cause
paying
that's
off
what
the
they said.
screens.
Yeah, honestly, there's
Jeez,
so
dude,
many.
I think it's all AI. I don't think anybody's. No, I'm joking, Renee. No, I'm sure it's a huge. And we did a Sweet 16, and they actually brought in a celebrity to sing for a half hour, and the team, just for a 50-person, 60-person party with one celebrity, was ridiculous. It was like 15 people.
Wow.
So I can't imagine at a huge production you have at least 10 that's 10 video people at least. I don't know how many, one A1 and a sound tech. I don't know how many other. It's got to be huge.
Yeah. You want to see how much the tickets are for Backstreet Boys Sphere?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm curious.
Are they're like still performing there? Like what?
Yeah, they are the first.
They're
pop group, and they are housed.
They have a
there.
residency
Yes,
there.
A residency.
Wow.
Oh wow, I didn't know
Yeah,
that,
they're
dude.
the first pop group.
Backstreet's back.
They are.
All right.
That's
If
crazy.
you haven't seen, it's only $300.
I guess let's see what the lowest would be. Oh, it says no.
38. That's
Backstreet
probably
Boys. Yeah, that's not it. That's not at the Sphere.
get some footage up of it. I want Shiran to see how it is really impressive.
Well, I mean, I've watched like when they had one DJ there.
No, but the Backstreet Boys is way better.
Did they already started?
They did their first show a couple days ago.
Amazing.
It really is, and it's sold out. I mean,
What's going on here?
this is like
This is
a
worth it.
review.
I mean, this is a guy filming what's inside, which still looks pretty sick. Like,
Yeah, what you can do. and
They do
it's-
such crazy. They I've seen videos like their intro is sick.
yeah, I'm trying to see. I mean, this must be.
So, I mean, with the Apple Vision, you could feel like you're right there. I mean,
Mhm.
it's the most mind blowing. You know, if you want to talk about psychology and your brain and how you could trick your brain, and you know you're
Mhm.
not somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
but you can have visceral reactions to just these images, and it's amazing how I don't know. I'm in love with that device.
Michael feels it just now in this TV.
I do.
Yeah.
I think this is Is this the intro to the show?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they were just showing them. Yeah,
no,
there's the
because
ship coming up.
yeah. The ship comes up, I think, and then they get teleported down. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
It really is.
Like I've had buddies who've seen, Goose at the Sphere. Goose jam band. Or how about Chicago? Way better than Backstreet Boys.
Definitely not, dude. Like, definitely not. Yeah, this is them getting, so then they get beamed down.
That's awesome.
You have to follow, they like have you follow them to the venue, basically.
Technology.
It's really crazy.
It's
That really is crazy.
And this is Dolan's
Mm-hmm.
of Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
So here we go. They're gonna perform here now. And they get beamed down.
Beam me down, Scotty.
Yes, that's gonna be them right there. You see them already.
Mm-hmm.
But how do they breathe?
They're
aliens.
yeah.
I knew it.
Mm-hmm. I can pump. You want me? I mean, I don't want.
No, it's okay.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to hear it. It's not that great.
No, they are great, and they look great. This is Shiran.
Yeah, dude.
I auditioned for one of these boy bands.
Really?
Which
Yep.
one?
Take that.
Take that.
Never heard of them. Did they make it big?
Yeah, in Europe.
Take that, boy band.
Oh dang! I
Oh,
can
wow.
see you in there.
Wait, Robbie Williams?
Oh, he's the
That's
guy.
the monkey movie.
Yeah.
Did you know him at any?
No, I auditioned.
That's crazy. I didn't. I never knew that guy. I never knew of him really or at any point.
Yeah. Did you know they made a movie about him?
Yeah, about his
where
life.
but he's a monkey.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I didn't
Great.
see it though.
No,
so
it's
whatever.
crazy. Yeah, I can see Shiran in there.
I mean, I think they could have brought you in instead of this guy right here. Like, geez.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, that's crazy. So, what was that experience like? Like, is that like exactly as it sounds? Like you're in a room and they make you kind of dance and sing, and then it's like,
Well,
we'll give you
yeah.
a call.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, what was disappointing that they said to me was, we already cast this person, the role we'd like you in, and we already signed them. Otherwise, we would have used you. So that hurts,
That does.
right? There was many opportunities when I was singing and performing that they were like,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be perfect, but because of this contract thing, we can't take you. Or
Oh.
so there was like many times when you're.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, but all roads lead me to here, which
Exactly.
I'm very happy to be
Yeah.
at.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And we didn't really talk about chasing the blues.
Yeah.
Cursing.
Cursing. Sorry, not chasing the blues. Cursing
Shows
the
how
blues.
much of a fan you are.
Yeah, he's really not.
Michael doesn't. He didn't know.
Yeah, I did.
Stop it, dude.
It was my idea to have the song come in. How did that come about? Like, did you write the song or did someone else?
Didn't we cover this right in
No,
the
no, no.
beginning?
No, someone approached you, but did
Right,
you write
was-
it?
No,
Yeah.
it was I
Like-
helped write another song, but that was all in her.
Do you have other songs?
I do.
Why aren't they on YouTube? You got to put them up.
Why is just Cursing the Blues on YouTube?
Yeah.
Maybe they. I don't know what it's been so long. I don't know what I actually put up because it's all on tape.
Mm-hmm.
We
Oh,
can
so you have to
convert it.
convert
Yeah,
it.
and I think I have a VHS of another video I did, but
Let's convert it.
yeah, let's
I mean, it is a good song.
embarrass me
is.
more.
Do you have like?
No, it's a great song.
I did a ballad that was nice. It's called Faye.
Okay,
Nice.
Faye.
I mean, in your video, you look like Joey Lawrence from back in the day.
You
Right.
do.
There's
With the
another
long
song.
hair.
Well, the Joey Lawrence song was, I think, the motivation for Cursing the Blues. If you
Okay.
listen to his track
Mm-hmm.
versus Cursing the Blues, I
Mhm.
think there's a lot of
I
similarity.
think you've told us that before too.
Did I? Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Well, it's okay. It's that you did. Wow. Try needs another coffee.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm
Mm.
drinking decaf.
Oh,
why, I
really?
don't. Why do you do that?
Why do I drink decaf?
Why do people drink decaf?
I like the taste of coffee.
Mhm.
Growing up, my grandmother for breakfast it was cafe au lait, right? You have milk with a little bit of coffee. So I've always, I guess, it harkens to better times or good times.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the taste of coffee, but I was drinking so much coffee that I think I was giving my system a real shock. And when
Mhm.
caffeine doesn't do anything to you at all anymore,
Yeah.
like I'll take a break. You know?
Yeah.
So I'll have one caffeinated in the morning, and I'm lucky. Caffeine doesn't still like I've been drinking decaf for a while, but caffeine still doesn't jolt me.
Right.
I don't become Kramer all of a sudden.
Yeah, that'd be
no,
awesome.
That would be great.
I would love to feel that. Yeah,
Yeah, nothing like the first coffee ever. Really gets you.
it does.
Yeah.
My step family owned a coffee shop, so I've
You've dabbled in caffeine.
Yeah. I've been in and out of it for a while. I'm taking a break right
Are you
now.
crushing the beans and snorting them at that point?
No,
Really
yeah,
deep.
yeah.
that might give you
Yeah.
the jolt you need. I don't know. We gotta
Grinding
try
them
it.
into a liquid and injecting them.
Yeah.
Why, Tony?
Why is that? Oh, this is. This is just what I had up before. I can
Oh,
take it
okay.
down. It's
Yeah.
fine. We don't have to play it.
But yeah, I think that's a good stoppage point. Unless you have anything else.
Yeah. You want to talk about something? This
Yeah,
is your
anything
time
on your mind?
Yeah. Take it off your
What do you
chest
guys
now.
think future is with AI and
Like iRobot vibes.
Like
I
within the
would
next
say.
10 years, are we talking, or just like overall? Like
I think the time frame's a lot.
Sooner,
Yeah.
like 5.
that's what I mean. Like an iRobot situation. Are you talking about within the next 10 years?
The iRobot stories, the Isaac Asimov, or are we talking about the movie?
the movie.
Oh.
I haven't read the stories.
No, me either.
So we're talking about AI being fully sentient,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I think it might be already, like some of them.
I just think the impact on humanity. I mean, I think it's so cool. I do so much with AI.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from coding to writing to exploring ideas and
Mhm.
having to do research. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm amazed, and also again how much better it gets. When you
Mhm.
realize that in the Teslas they took out all human written code and they retrained the self drive with AI.
I didn't know that.
Right. So the stuff that we even today we're doing some research that we got using that tool was nothing compares to it. It's
I do like it as a tool. I'll tell you that.
It is very helpful, useful.
in my dream world. We can take a script or like the Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars canon novels, and just drop them into AI and say, "Well, I want all the original characters," right? And then it can pump out a full movie for you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted like a Star Wars, Star Trek, love it all. So imagine like you can drop in a script and have it. It doesn't cost anything. It just pumps out this movie for you. You wanted a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that novel, that
Mm-hmm. Last Ronin.
what is it called?
Last Ronin.
But it's a
yeah.
graphic novel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the graphic novel. Just say, make me the movie of this.
Yeah. I mean, they are making it, but I understand where you're coming from.
Making
yeah.
a video game too.
Right,
Yeah.
but I mean AI, like it just
Mhm.
does it. Like here's this, make this, and then in 15
It'll
minutes.
be there. Yeah, it'll get to that for sure.
Are
Well,
you worried that there's going to be like a Skynet situation?
If that's what it comes to, that's.
Then that's that.
I mean, listen. Yeah, then that's that. But right now, I was listening to what's his name,
Joe Rogan.
Rogan, thank you. And he had the AI guy on there, and like they're debating if we're actually living in a simulation.
I know,
Mhm.
I know.
I mean, it's exciting. May you live through exciting times. Ancient Chinese curse.
Mhm.
But we're living through human changing moment. Like
Mhm.
this could be a pivoting point in humanity. I mean, it's amazing.
I mean, aren't you worried that like humanity may be on the wrong side of it though? Like, I mean, do you think at one point AI will become like detrimental to humankind? Like, I mean, it's possible, right? I mean, like you're saying, people are sitting there already talking about it if we're living in the Matrix, basically already.
Mm-hmm.
What did people say when the car was invented? What did people say when the assembly line was invented? The assembly line was pretty cataclysmic for a lot of the workforce, right?
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing for humanity, which I think they said in Rogan, was when you don't have when your purpose is when you don't really have a need to live, meaning like you don't have to do anything. How do you some people might not be able to function,
Right.
but let's say we figure out fusion, and I think if we figure out fusion energy, you can do anything,
Mm-hmm.
right? What if you can make anything, it doesn't cost anything to make it, right? You can break down proteins, and like Star Trek basically is what we become, right? We're all about exploring. You like arts and science, just do art and science. It doesn't matter. You like producing stuff, everything. You don't need it. You don't need anything. We become a society of do what you want. I mean, that's sounds like heaven to me. You know, can AI go bad? And that's bad programming, but I think anything could go bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could become evil. I've seen you with the dark glasses.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's tough. I mean,
I do think it'll get to that.
I think,
it could. I mean, do you think there's like I mean, there's like an art imitates life or life imitates art sort of.
well, I was
like,
gonna get to I think our job is really to just put out positivity, and I think it is important to say please and thank you to the AI because you're training it that's how do unto one as you would have them do unto you, and we're training a brain right now. And if we train it positively and show this is how we want to be treated, this is how I'm treating you, that could be a factor. You know, when you hear things with some of the AIs that go bad, that there's like a bad glitch in it, it's because someone injected a code that warped it. But otherwise, it's going off our interaction. Do you ever ask do you work with one of them?
Yeah, I am kind to it.
How long have you been using it?
Since it basically became mainstream.
Okay, so you ask it personal stuff. You ask it about like your medication and everything.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I'll go to AI instead of Google. I'll tell you that.
Right. Do you ever go in and say, if you were to introduce me to a friend, how would you describe me?
I haven't.
Do you say, based on all our interactions, what do you think my IQ is?
No.
What's my Hexton Briggs?
Hexton Briggs.
What's my type?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you should see what it says. And if you ask it, like, what are my deficits? What do I need to work on?
Yeah.
What are things from my personality? And it was, I asked them these things and it was spot on. And I actually made changes in my daily routines based on that. It's pretty.
That's interesting.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, like
how
that.
it gets to know you in an unbiased way. I think that's very cool.
I think we should ask it the IQ question right now.
I can if you want.
No.
Okay. That's funny, but that's a really smart way to use that.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I feel like most people would not be doing that.
I've watched a lot of great YouTube videos on. I mean, I think I'm a tech person, and I think AI is an incredible tool, an incredible asset, an incredible team member, and I want to know how to use it as much as possible. I created a custom GPT just for the Knowlton and Nicholson events.
So you use ChatGPT? That's your avenue of. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
There has been limitations where I said which would be the best model, and it actually told me that Claude would be better with a task that I was doing.
Interesting.
And I used Claude for a bit for that particular task, but I find the integration and overall use that ChatGPT is the best, and the fact that
Mhm.
Apple is incorporating it.
Right.
You
I
can
do-
now
Yeah, go ahead.
say if I'm searching, use ChatGPT,
Mhm.
right in Safari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as seamless as I'd like it to be,
Yeah.
but it's
We
cool.
have both. We have ChatGPT and Grok, which is Elon's
Yeah.
AI.
I know. They're about to release it in the summer release into the cars. It's all in the news right now.
Grok.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not going to do anything. It's just going to be the app in the car. But
It's gonna be
Right.
like,
eventually,
you cannot go there.
Yeah. No, you can't go there.
I'm taking you to jail.
Yeah. It'll be wild. Connecticut pizza's not good. I'll take you to a good one. Yeah,
Tony's the voice.
now you're trapped in here.
Force feeds you pizza.
Oh,
have you guys come across it where, I'm noticing more and more YouTube, because I'm mainly looking at stuff on YouTube, is AI generated.
I've seen a lot of AI generated videos on TikTok.
yeah. I've seen more on Instagram and TikTok. Mm-hmm. That's pretty
Did you hear
wild.
that?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, I just saw
monetize-
that. Yeah, I think they sent out an email to the
Yeah,
to
I
developers.
think that's good.
Yeah, I think it's promoting
I
the
mean,
right things, right?
So many are voices for a while. The voices
Mhm.
were first.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm playing with HeyGen right now to see if they can do an avatar of me and how,
Yeah,
just out of pure exploration.
I think it's V3. I gotta check. It costs a pretty penny.
Mm.
Like I was gonna do a trial with it, but like it's a free week or whatever, and then you only get a certain amount. You don't get everything at all. But then if you pay for it,
Mhm.
V3 AI. Hold on.
Yeah, pay for it.
I think if it's legitimately
Google's VO3 AI video generation model. That's what all those like. Have you seen like the Sasquatch videos or anything like that?
no.
Oh,
They're hilarious. They're like it's like,
disturbing.
hey, it's me, it's Sasquatch out here, blah blah, and like it's gotten crazy, but like the type of content people make. But I've even seen Power Ranger ones, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones.
I mean, when it's licensed by, like, imagine the franchise goes, let's create a short film.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it like, and if one of these platforms, which they probably are, that will give you full access, go nuts. We want to do the next iteration of the AI
Whatever,
being
yeah.
able to develop movies. That'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now it's not licensed stuff, right?
No.
Like
Yeah, it's not.
unless someone created a custom character, which would be cool. But
Yeah,
um,
but yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
scary.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is scary. I mean,
It
I've seen
is.
videos of them editing an entire video in Premiere, like AI
Mhm.
does, and I'm like,
Well,
oh,
the
it's great.
generative fill.
Generative fill that Adobe
Right.
pushed out.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Like if
That's
you need
wild.
right.
Yeah.
You need 3 more seconds,
Mhm.
and it was cut off, and it can create it. That's
Yeah.
I know, it's great.
Still can't do what I do though.
No,
That's right.
no one can do it.
No one can do what I
Nobody.
do. Nobody.
that's
Alright.
cool. The AI talk was good. I like that.
Yeah,
right. Something you
you didn't expect that.
I didn't. I definitely think it'll go Terminator though eventually.
Would you be
Why?
John Connor?
But why?
why?
Yeah, why?
Just because there's evil people in the world.
There is even, like you said before, it takes that person to put in that evil code to tell it to do whatever, and like that's like the odds of that happening. I feel like are kind of high.
Yeah.
That there would be a human or an organization
I think
that would try to use use
Yes.
AI for bad.
Yes.
Well, that's what they're worried about, encryption, right?
Right.
If right now, I don't think the guy again, the AI specialist that was on
Joe
Rogan, he was saying, like, right now AI can't decrypt more than 18-bit or something, 18 character or something. That we're still 256 encryption level. I don't have my facts straight, but
Is it Jeremiah and Edward Harris?
I don't.
There's CTOs of Gladstone AI. That's who's
no, it
on
was one
Rogan.
guy that was on.
One guy, Sam Altman.
Sam Altman.
No, it was
Roman Yambalski.
That sounds like it.
That was him. Yep, Roman Yampolsky.
Yep.
He's a computer scientist,
a
AI
week ago.
safety researcher.
That's it. Yep.
Okay, I guess that's good that there's guys out there for that.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's listen, with such a powerful tool, there's
Yeah.
a lot of
The world is in the balance.
and it's still exciting.
It is exciting.
It is.
and I enjoy the benefits of it.
I do.
You gotta hope for the best, right?
What was the
Expect
robot
the worst.
in AI?
Plan for the worst.
In iRobot?
I wrote Sunny.
Oh yeah, Sonny was the good guy.
Yeah, so hopefully there's some.
Yeah, hopefully
Sonnies.
there's the guy who creates the whole thing, does put like a fail-safe Sonny robot who,
Yeah.
doesn't have to necessarily work within the confines of the laws.
Yes.
And he can be our Jesus,
Yes.
our AI Jesus,
Yes.
robotic Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, you guys should listen to that that
Roman
episode,
Yampolsky.
Yampolsky.
because I mean, it wouldn't be a violent takeover. It would be letting us trust it more and more and use
Mhm.
it more and more, and then it just takes over.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like in iRobot, no? Like
Yeah,
when
that's what happened.
all of a sudden you have your helper robot in your house, he's
Yes.
cooking your pancakes in the morning,
And then it
and
goes
then it's
red.
like
and it's
you
like,
can't
you can't
use
leave.
the bathroom anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, Renee has something to say.
It just popped into my head based off this conversation. Was my mom and I were talking about this weekend about how we were talking about electronic grid takedown and
Mhm.
how just about that, like what would happen to the world. And she was saying how in her generation, she was like, we grew up not having any technology. We were able to figure out where to go, how to get there, whatever, without any technology. And she was like, if there were to be electronic grid takedown, she's like, we would know how to survive. We would know how to take care of ourselves. It's normal to us. That was our norm for more of our lives. She's like, for your generation, you didn't really have as much as that. So my point being is that AI could take over, right? It could make you focus more on the simple parts of life and do all those mundane tasks, yet it takes away part of my discussion was it takes away your brain's ability to be able to figure out those tasks if you need to, because that's a very important piece that we may lose, is that even though we have technology to do all these really cool things, the ability to be able to pull out a map and figure out a direction to get somewhere if you need to is a skill that should never go away.
Is that like for me? That I guess I'm from that generation too. We used maps, but I mean, if you look if I gave you a piece of paper and I'm like, we all did mazes.
Mhm.
But
Right.
kids, I don't think people aren't learning those skills. It's not a skill that's being taught as much anymore. Because it's not because you can just rely on other stuff. So I think an importance could be to make sure education using your brain, being able to go to a library and find something if you need to, information.
But
If something were ever to
there's it's all about time, right? It's like time is the most valuable asset. And I remember going to the library and you have to look up the
Index
card and go
cards,
find
yeah.
it. Maybe the book's there, someone took it out. But I think if your life isn't just I'm gonna be in a death loop of media, right? And you really want to learn how to do something, to have the tool right there. And actually, when I'm programming, I'm learning code. I've learned a lot about programming because I'm using AI to code with me. But what I specifically tell it is I'm like, give me instruction and wait for input before moving on, right? So if things go wrong, but I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also really, if you're a lazy person, you're gonna drop in lazy things for it to do for you.
Yeah.
If you're using it like Google, you're using it you're wasting energy on the planet for no reason. But if you're using it really to do impressive things that you want to learn, like I really want to learn how to paint, right? It can show you, it can
Yeah.
teach you. So I think teach me how to read a map instead of saying, how do I get from A to B? You
More
have your
of the-
GPS
yeah.
for that.
More so like people who already have a brain and want to use it for the to learn something, right? It's a pro, but like this guy who came on Joe Rogan, I wonder if they're talking about the safety of it. I wonder if the conversation is brought up where it could people who don't have these really strong brains or aren't utilizing them, is it going to create a culture, like the dangers of creating a culture of extreme mindlessness?
I think that's already here.
That's
Those
true, but
people
could
are
it,
already here.
I agree, but could it give a leg up to that culture as well? Just even being aware of the dangers of that. That was always my thought when it came to social media. Was there conversation and good research into the extreme dangers of all the children killing themselves because of
Where are we going with this? dark
because they
turn.
have the ability to bully each other online, and all this stuff is being put online. Was there a discussion before social media
Yeah.
came out about that?
The bullying thing, I'm still surprised in our day and age that we're not teaching our kids you're only as strong as your weakest link, and everyone should be bringing everybody up. I was bullied, and it didn't matter that it stopped that because I didn't have a device. The fact that I would be scared to leave my classroom or walk home. When I got home safe, I was still scared because I knew the next day I'd had to go back to that space where it wasn't just I'm texting you, you're ugly, you're fat. It's they're gonna beat me up. That was some scary stuff. And I'm not saying that the mental abuse even from texting, but also as a parent, like parents should be on.
Always didn't want to bring the conversation to bullying, more just the fact of like, one of my hopes towards this AI stuff is that there really is a lot of time and energy going into thinking about what could go wrong in regards to a culture of people.
See, a good thing about that about AI. So let's say the phone is the tool that most people are using, and you might not have the bandwidth or the ability to completely monitor your child, but you can actually have AI as it's being. That I think that's what Apple. That's the delay with Apple having AI, their own AI, because they want it to be native to the phone. They don't want the information to go out. Apple's great about your privacy and security. So imagine that now. Look, my kid. I want to make sure they're not being bullied. I want to make sure. So now the AI can monitor for you and make sure your kid's not doing that. So AI could be a great tool for that. For so many hardworking parents who might be single parents or even two parents working their butts off, and or just not tech savvy, that Apple has put in. They have it now. Like if you get a text like someone of a lewd image, that it can warn you before you see it. So I mean, for kids, that you can have those safeguards in place. The AI could be fabulous for that, and it could also be like, hey, my kid after 15, there is screen time, but you can say literally like after 15 minutes, if they're just watching the wrong thing, let me know or switch them. Or can you make sure the next video you advise is as opposed to being a bad algorithm that just wants to suck you in, where you make it a smart algorithm that goes, my kid really likes A, B, and C, or I really want them to learn more about drumming and piano. Guide them towards videos that might not be in your face. Here's drumming, but be like, show them really cool drummers that's going to entice them to drum more.
Mm-hmm.
I love finding the positive
Oh,
in
definitely.
all.
No, definitely. I think there's so many positives. But with that, you should explore the positives and explore the negatives to anything,
Yeah,
any topic.
for sure.
Anything.
I think it's just, I believe it or not, I think it's easier to fall down the negative fear hole than look up and go, this is the best, because energy cannot be created nor destroyed, simply change from one form to another. So I'm putting my positive energy out and hoping that it adds to the positive views for our future, as opposed to the.
Yeah.
I think everybody thinks the world's going to end during their lifetime.
Yeah.
Because we're finite,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore this time must be finite too.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess there's also a lot of outside factors, though, that would make someone think that, right? I mean, when you think of someone who grew up during the Cold War, I mean, you're talking about brink of nuclear warfare, right? I mean,
Yeah, I grew up during that time.
that's what I mean. Like, don't you think? like imagine like 1999, people thought the entire world was going to end simply because the year 2000 was going to happen, and all computers were going to crash. So I mean, I think there's a lot of events during those lifetimes that people were warranted for. I would imagine people during World War II were probably, not obviously Europeans specifically, but also Americans, even though the war wasn't necessarily on the American soil, but you're still worried.
Yeah, I mean,
you're going to die.
That was the end of one world,
right?
For sure.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
a lot of lives.
Maybe there will be a time where there is AI and we can all sing Kumbaya, and then people, won't be worried that they're going to go extinct.
Yeah.
We're living through such. If you think about, I mean, I'm not that old, But I went from manual cars with vinyl and, rolling up your windows,
Yeah.
right? And 8 tracks and cassette in your car
Mm-hmm.
to now I have a car that drives itself. I have augmented reality,
Mm-hmm.
spatial computing goggles, and I have an AI assistant that does a lot of crazy tasks for me.
Right.
And that's, my lifetime. I can,
Mhm.
think about, well, probably your parents' age, but think of I
Mhm.
think about my parents,
Oh yeah.
what they've seen in their lifetime.
Mhm.
And I just think the technology
Mm-hmm.
the changes are happening
Right.
much faster.
Yeah.
And, we're going to be on Mars probably in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
We all might have an opportunity to either go to the moon or go to the Mars within our lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Yeah.
You're a good guy to talk to then, because you've experienced both.
Not the moon or or Mars.
No. I'm saying
no.
like growing up with vinyl and then now experiencing the technology boom and
Mhm.
obviously utilizing it. My parents don't use the technology like you do.
And
You
even think about film and digital. The fact that we have a darkroom lab here is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think so. So if when you look at that example, right, of how DJs, the records are still being sold, DJs are still want to use vinyl, and photographers want to use film.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if AI took over, they'd still want to keep us around for that nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
That's
not
good.
wrong. Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll be around.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, you have films being released in like 70mm film in theaters still, know?
Mhm.
So it's like, it's just a different feel, especially when it comes to media, I feel,
the premium in the future is going to be human,
Mm-hmm.
right? So AI will be able to do a lot more
Right.
in our lives, but you're going to pay a premium now
Mm-hmm.
if you want a
A
human.
human.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's good to know.
Yeah, dude.
We're premium.
Yeah. In a couple of years, that pleasant moments down the street is going to look a lot different.
I tried for DJing. Like I'm like,
Really?
there's sites out there that can predict what you should play with a song,
Mm-hmm.
and it fails almost every time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's still something about when it can read the energy,
Mm-hmm.
when it can read a crowd, when it can and do something with that, that'll be truly unique. But there's still this connection that is necessary for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If your business is rinse, lather, repeat, you start finding another job.
Mm-hmm.
But where it takes like, I gotta feel this. I gotta interview.
Mhm.
Right.
You should, as an episode, why don't you do an interview
Was an AI.
with an AI and see how it feels?
Mm-hmm.
There's, it's still, and it'd be interesting to do it now and maybe
That's
do it,
just so funny.
but maybe do it
Yeah.
in every 3 months or 6 months, even if it's for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and really see like how that model and how AI is progressing and becoming more warm.
Right.
Mhm.
Right? Let's compare it to light.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Right?
I
From
think
cold light
we
to
will do it.
right now, it's still 5,600 degrees or
Mhm.
whatever the cold temperature is for
Mhm.
lighting. Right?
Yeah. We'll do it for sure. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Do you know
It
that
would
the
be.
biggest use for AI right now is for companionship?
Mm.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Tony,
That's kind of sad.
you could use it.
If I ever stoop that low, Michael, just
Kill you.
Just call me,
Lenny-
Tony.
Lenny
Just-
and
I got
George.
your back.
put me in a
Tony.
boat
I
and
got
put me
your back.
adrift here on the water.
Yeah.
and then we'll
I
see
got
what
your back,
happens.
Tony. If you ever go adrift, I'll bring you in.
Yeah. No, I could see that though.
The
I'll
companionship.
take you into the Pharaoh's house like baby Moses.
No, I
Oh,
could see
boy.
there's a lot of like people who don't get enough interaction.
That's pretty wild.
As connected, right? We're all connected, and you
Mhm.
can message somebody in 2 seconds. But COVID was also really
Mhm.
bad for separating people.
Mm.
I think
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of people that were introverts
Mm-hmm.
right now became deeper introverts.
Yeah.
And if you weren't an introvert, you kind of got used to being solo.
Mm-hmm.
And for a couple of years, you were trained in, I'm all right being alone. I'm all right being, I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And I think it created even a bigger rift.
Mm-hmm.
And again, FaceTiming with somebody's it's nice
It's
when you
not the
miss
same.
somebody, but
Yeah.
it's not the same as
Yeah, it sucks. if
we
you
need
that.
human interaction.
exactly.
We need hugs. We need
Mm-hmm.
smiles.
Mm.
And they were even saying during COVID, the masks for child development, not being able to see people's mouths, was a big detriment to their development.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I definitely saw it like just by teaching at Sacred Heart when I started teaching there or coaching rugby. That was weird because the first year I was coaching rugby there was like their first year without like any really restrictions about going out or anything. And they didn't want to touch each other during
Yeah.
practice, which obviously
Made it easy to score.
you got to touch each other. Okay?
Okay, Tony.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Feeling quite uncomfortable.
That's
now.
right.
Yeah.
I sat them down.
That's why
I
they
said-
put you behind the
Yeah,
desk.
So
yeah.
you gotta
You gotta touch each other.
Oh.
Yeah, that was nice. Anything else, Renee? Renee's giving me the
I mean, we can
head
talk for hours, I feel, at this point. You have a what? We have a
Go-
meeting at
well,
12:30?
Are we going for lunch now?
If you want, I guess. Why don't you ask AI where we should go for lunch?
Oh, I know. See, this is the human touch. You need the human
Oh.
to be able to.
nod. Where can people book events here?
Go to our website,
What's your website?
theknowlton.com or nicholsonevents.com. And we have a contact form on there. And that's the best way because it goes into our system and it creates a great chain reaction to make sure we give you the best service.
When they
possible.
call, do they talk to an AI or do they talk to?
So during the
question.
day, it's us. But I mean, Sandy's amazing that she'll answer the phone at any time. And that's not fair. So after a certain time, I have been training an AI to answer some basic questions and send
Mhm.
links. Yeah, I don't think it's great, but it's someone's answering the phone and they can leave a voice message.
Mhm.
But during the day, we're here,
Yeah.
9:30 to 6:30. You get us.
You should create your own AI. Call it Sandy. Sandy's voice.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm playing with
Mm-hmm.
with one of the avatar creators and 11. What is it? Ocean 11 voices.
Ocean's 11?
There's a voice one that's like the best. That's part of in Hey Gen. You could use it. So you clone your voice, you clone all of that, and we technically could create a GPT very easily
Mhm.
of Sandy, and I guess tie it into an avatar.
That'd be pretty wild.
That'd be crazy.
I don't think she would really like that.
No,
I don't think she'd be a little freaked out.
I think she'd get maybe, but I think she'd get. Sandy's pretty tech forward. I mean, I think she'd get a kick out of it.
No, yeah, yeah. No, I can see that too.
I'm a little hesitant. My concern is not to create an avatar. I want to just 100% confirm that they don't have any rights to my avatar.
Oh, yeah. That's a good thing to confirm before you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a US based company that's the competition to HeyGen right now. Like whenever you look up HeyGen versus, I forget what it's called, and it's a US based one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious to look into that. You get 10 hours with them. With HeyGen, you get unlimited.
Oh.
But I'm like, I don't need more than 10 hours.
Synthesia.
Maybe.
Synthesia.
Yeah. Maybe that's it.
Hey Jen.
Do HeyGen versus.
That's what I did.
Oh.
I think it's Synthesia.
Yeah.
Oh, Synthesia.
Synthesia.
So, I mean, I'd love to be able to put out a lot of content about the event industry and about DJs and,
Mm-hmm.
and everything I do. And I think having an avatar could be even the voice clone alone, right? Because
Mhm.
we don't always need to see my face. Could be great and an easy way to get to share knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we went to film, it's scheduling,
Yeah.
make sure we all have time, and then I'm running an hour late.
Yeah.
Tony, thank you for being so accommodating. And then we have a script, and
Mm-hmm.
I love being a director. I
Mhm.
know it's hard being the talent. It's
Yeah.
much harder being the talent,
Yeah, it sucks.
especially when you're so emotionally attached to the
Mm.
Mhm.
product.
Is there like a page out there that has that like information for event spaces, like event or like even like event, like what you're trying to do, like educate people who throw events or
I don't know. Not that I know of.
Mhm.
They are teaching event planning in schools, but
Interesting.
the stuff we were going over was more my life experience with events that I was like, from everything that I've been doing, these are kind of like tried and true
Mhm.
for what my clients.
Mm-hmm. Simplify the playlist. Okay, you're not gonna get through 100 songs. With
Well, I
your
mean,
DJ.
every time I talk to a client about how many songs do you think I actually get to play,
Right.
they don't realize.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "That's it."
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
Are we interrupting? you, Mike?
No, I was just hearing the AIs.
I was actually working a wedding not too long ago, and obviously, just mingling with the DJ or whatever, working, haha. But he was like, "Oh yeah, like the client like gave me a strict list of songs to play, and all like they wanted me to didn't want me to say anything or to mix in my own songs. It was just use these songs, and that's it." And he was like, "Not for nothing, but like these aren't good. Like they're not good for partying. Like
Yeah.
they're not good for dancing. They're not gonna conduce or induce anyone to get up out of their seat." And it's like,
How did you were there though?
yeah.
How did the wedding go over?
There wasn't really any dancing.
Right. And you know what? That's also something that I tell my clients
Mm-hmm.
is that you have to be clear with your DJ what your expectations are.
Right.
Because we think if you're hiring a DJ, it's got to be a rager. And I have one planner that I work with, and she's like, "You're gonna get them dancing, right?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Not every party." I don't say, I do my best to get people, but not every party, especially in our current culture where dancing isn't the priority.
Right.
Sometimes just playing great music,
Mhm.
great music, not just like I'm really DJing and picking songs, but appropriate for hanging out. Right? If
Mhm.
it's a casino party, I'm going to play it, and it's a 20-something crowd. I
Mhm.
want them to feel like they're in a cool bar, cool lounge, maybe like they're in Ibiza,
Oh yeah.
pre-party type feel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great party. They had a blast. So it's if you're the kind of bride and groom that doesn't want to dance and that wants to go around and talk to guests and hang out with your friends, well, be clear with your DJ. We're probably going to do
Mhm.
one dance set, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, yeah, sure, give me your list, but still, let me be a little creative because you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how
But-
the vibe changes or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the unfortunate thing. Like you can't always be hung up on it has to be a dance rager
Right.
unless the client says that. And then what I say to the client is, you want people to dance, you need to dance
Mm-hmm.
because your guests are going to go where you are.
That's
And
right.
I said, even if they don't, what you wanted was dancing and you had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And your tried and true are going to back you up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're only as good as your production right now.
As your what?
Production right now? Is that what you said? Or event
you're
right
only,
now?
yeah,
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you're only as good as the interview you're doing now.
Yeah.
Be in the moment.
Exactly.
Be in the now. Use your past as your strength and your tools, but be in the right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Don't listen to sound clips while you're interviewing me.
No, I was just seeing. I've never seen Hey Jen before, so I was just looking at it and I clicked it by accident.
Yeah. Twice.
Because my
Mm.
thumb.
Oh.
To his fault. It's not his iPad. He's not used to the
Yeah,
iPad.
I'm not used to the
Yeah,
iPad.
yeah. It's my iPad.
It's his.
That's right. I'm the tech guy.
But the major issue we need to discuss, and it's very serious.
Oh gosh.
I've been holding off on talking about how are we going to get Renee onto an iPhone?
Oh, dude.
I can't
Mm.
do the green bubbles.
Her response: "You could buy me one."
Sure. Okay. Fine. I cannot deal with the green bubbles.
I know.
It's. Wait, hold on. Your phone plan is your phone plan. See right away.
Mm.
No, your same phone plan as your Android. It's a smartphone. They don't distinguish. Smartphone is smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
Smartphone.
Be smart.
Mm.
Where stop listen. I abuse my phone to a level that you can't imagine. Right? Heat, cold, running it all the time, running betas on it. That's a lie. That's conspiracy theory. All right. So you can hold on to that phone since it'll last forever, but we will figure out how to get you an iPhone. And then 3 months later we'll talk about how you feel. Why I don't think you should have two phones. You can have two lines on the iPhone. Ah. Okay, well, I think you can turn off a SIM now based on time. So you could say after 9 o'clock, turn off this SIM, so you won't have any more work stuff. But we could have okay, so that's the mission.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
I have an old.
The fact that
iPhone.
you're open to it, and again, someone's got to buy it for you.
Yeah.
Right. So if I want to see blue bubbles, I got to figure out how to get you an iPhone.
Yes.
And maybe we do a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Never done one before.
Actually, what might happen, Renee, is that when the new phones come out, who's your phone service with? T-Mobile might upgrade your phone for free, and you can upgrade to an iPhone and see. Yeah.
That's what they did with me. You gotta pay taxes on it though. Well, everyone has to pay
It's
taxes.
like $20, $30. No, we pay taxes on the purchase.
Yeah. I think it was more than
We'll
that.
keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if
yeah.
that's the case,
And I really don't get that whole deal. Like, I don't really understand what they were doing because I just gave in my old phone and I got the new phone.
right?
That doesn't sound right. What's going on
Because they're
there?
making so much money on your contract.
I guess.
What does it cost to beam this? It costs nothing. I'm joking. The antennas and
Yeah.
install and maintenance cost a fortune. Costs nothing.
Oh.
You just hear radio waves.
Mm.
So good. I feel like
We've solved the
the
problem.
fact
solved
that
the
there's
problem.
There's hope.
there's hope. The new
I know.
hope. I feel like Star Wars.
A New Hope. Yes. Episode
Starring
4.
Renee.
a
Renee
good
was
one.
very passionate about that answer.
Yeah, she's very
Stubborn.
passionate.
Oh,
Oh, so something really cool.
your phone is your personality. You like that. You like that. You're like the outlier. Like, ooh, you guys are all drinking the Kool-Aid of the apple, and I'm over here.
Right.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I'll tell you why. It's not the blue bubbles alone. It's the whole
It's the whole thing.
connection.
It's the type,
Yeah,
of,
the-
it's the type
how-
of person you've become.
I like having data, and the amount of data that I can have on myself. And I know Apple, compared to all the other companies, keeps your data as private as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, because we're all using our phones.
Mhm.
Wondering about your security with that phone. Your phone's a lot easier to hack than this phone, for example.
Apple users have a father who's a tech guy who grew up with technology skills.
You've been hacked.
I've been hacked before, but I would say I am better at I'm the tech person of this company. I'm the one
That's
who's like,
scary.
don't click on this. An email pops in, it looks suspicious. I text everyone. I'm like, do not touch the email.
Yeah, email's getting really good at
Mhm.
lying now.
Yeah.
But if you were techie about your phone, right? If you were actually like, I need to get into and do this and that, and I want it jailbroken, and I get it. But you do basic functionality on your phone. So then the more elegant infrastructure for me is advantageous. I'm just
Not close-minded.
no,
Like,
I
don't
so
spend money
appreciate
on
I
things
so
like that.
appreciate it. So
We'll figure it out.
hopefully I have one huge event. I'll be like, Renee,
Yeah, I got you your iPhone.
it's used, but here it is.
That's what my siblings did. They bought used iPhones from Walmart that work well.
I'm saying we're going to keep an eye on T-Mobile. You can probably get one for free,
Yeah, I'm sure.
and Tony will pay the tax.
I'll pay
That's
it.
crazy.
T-Mobile.
Taxes. No, yeah, you probably have to wait for the next iPhone to come out, I guess. Guess what was going on with the 16 when the 16 came out?
September.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not.
T-Mobile is currently offering a free iPhone 16 Pro for new customers
New
who
customers.
switch to their Experience Beyond plan with no trade inquired.
Ooh, so you can even keep your. Who's your phone? Well, we'll talk offline
we'll talk
about that.
offline.
Yeah, this is secret stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always this. The one thing that my wife says is that there's always a solution,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that.
Yeah.
It's really our
Mhm.
thing. And my thing was that you never tell me. There's no no's, right? You don't tell me no.
Mm-hmm.
I like it softer. There's always a
Mhm.
solution. right?
Yeah, that is softer.
Um,
Can't tell me no.
Yeah. There's
My-
always a solution, Sharon. Just do what I say. Okay.
One of my favorite movie lines is, "Does anyone ever tell you no?" And he goes, "Yeah," but it's usually like, "No, please stop." No.
What's that from?
Analyze this.
Oh, Tony, did you know that?
Yeah, great movie. Billy
Yeah.
Crystal, Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro's a mobster.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Crystal's his therapist.
De Niro plays a mobster. That's such a stretch.
I know. I
Crazy,
could never
know,
see it.
right? Who would have thought? Lisa Kudrow's in there as well. Billy Crystal's wife.
I was in a De Niro movie.
You were? What movie?
Look it up.
Freaking
I
what
have-
was the
I
one with the
had-
lake?
It was like the worst movie they could have been in a bunch of celebrities with.
I'll tell you what Sharon's been in.
Uh-oh.
He's been in Wanted, Weapons of Fate,
Wait, Wanted, like Curve the Bullet, Angelina Jolie.
No, the game. It was the
2009 video game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Little Mink's exquisite corpse. She walked calmly, disappeared. It's a short.
It's short.
Police
yeah.
officer.
Yeah.
Two Lovers, DJ Juice.
Yeah.
In 2008. And
That's with,
then
Joaquin
what just
Phoenix.
happened? He was a hitman.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one with De Niro.
What just happened?
Yeah.
We were the movie within the movie. And everybody hated the movie because we shot the dog.
Bruce Willis, Sean Penn, John Turturro. Oh wow, Robin Wright.
That's the wow.
Stanley Tucci was in it too. I mean, you must be in the IMDb cast, right?
So
You don't think so?
let's see.
You played a hitman.
Way down.
Wait,
Oh, it's alphabetical, isn't it?
no.
No. Yeah.
All cast and crew. Let's see.
Yeah, the crew.
Um,
This makes for really boring.
in credits order, complete, awaiting verification right now. Okay. Wow, you're really down there. Not even rest of cast listed alphabetical. This isn't alphabetical.
Do a Command F and just type in SHIRAN.
Hitman uncredited.
There
Shiran
you go.
Nicholson.
Boom.
They should have casted you as the Asian Jewish guy instead.
Yeah.
That was the next guy up.
All right, guys.
That's great. I had a great time.
Yeah, I had a great time too.
Learned a lot.
I'd be
Yeah.
curious to watch the first one again.
It's definitely not like this one.
No?
No.
I wasn't even here for that one.
That's why it's not.
What did you guys even do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We just stared at each other and
Yeah,
played.
we were just on our
It's
phones all
On
the
our
time.
phones. Yeah, that makes sense.
Imagine if there
Mm.
was like a smart thing on this phone that could look stuff
Yeah.
up.
Oh.
But I appreciate you
But
coming
thank
on
you.
again.
No, thank you for having me back
Yeah.
on. See you in 5 years.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Peace out.